What's up YouTube, British Sandwich here, bringing you another Yu-Gi-Oh video. More than 5 of you had liked previous duel videos, so I shall now show you my 6 Samurai deck profile. Right, so to start off with, I have one Great Shogun Shien. To be honest, I never ever have to tribute summon in this deck, which is good. I mean, the closest I will come to that is Synchro and Ixie summoning. So yeah, one Great Shogun Shien. I only run one Grandmaster because the majority of the time I can usually bring him back anyway, and if not, I don't usually need him at the time anyway. One Zanji. Uh, he's got quite a good effect. Plus, he's used quite a lot as Ixie fodder to bring out Shadow of the 6 Samurai. I have 3 Kizons to help me get my Bushido counters and to help me bombard the field with more 6 Samurai, of course. I have one Nishi. I don't like the Banshin effect. Target one monster on the field and return it to the hand. Sorry. I don't like that effect. I mean, the only way I could see myself using that is if the opponent brings out Zenmaines or Utopia or something like that. Never for any other monster, maybe just a Synchro, Ixie, or a Fusion, maybe I would use that. But the reason I use that is for the second effect, which is when I control 2 or more other 6 Samurais with a different name, this card gains 500 attack, I believe it is. 1 second, let me check. I believe it's 500. Yep, 500 attack and defense, which will bring it up to 2k, 2200. Next one is I have one Hand of the 6 Samurai. That's because of the tribute 1 6 Samurai effect to destroy a monster on the field. The majority of the time I tribute. Is that a woman or a male? Anyway, I'll just say female. I tribute herself usually because usually when she's out, there's usually much bigger monsters. I mean, that's the only time I use the effect, and then so because of that, I wouldn't need her. But because it's not a once per turn thing, if there's a bunch of big monsters out, I use the effect multiple times, of course. But obviously I need to control another face-up 6 Samurai, so I can't do it all the time. That's another reason why I tribute her. I also have Spirit of the 6 Samurai. That's to help buff up my Legendary 6 Samurai Shien, Shadow of the 6 Samurai, and Grandmaster. Plus, with this card, I have Drawing Power. Also, I can use this card to get even more Bushido counters, basically, by special summoning it back to the field, and then I can get more counters, basically for Gateway, Temple, Shien's Dojo, 6 Samurai United, whatnot. Now, I'm running 3 Elder of the 6 Samurai. That's purely because of counters, basically. The effect of special summoning, and when I control no monsters and my opponent controls a monster, it's basically quite a bad Cyber Dragon, but it's good for Ixie fodder. Which reminds me, I don't have Zenmaines in this extra in the extra deck for some stupid reason. I have 2 Kajekis. That for both effects actually. So the primary effect, once it's normal summon, special summon level 4 lower 6 Samurai. When there's another face at 6 Samurai, gains 1500 attack. Now, a play that's good for this is with Shadow of the 6 Samurai Shien. Activate that effect, Kajeki's original attack becomes 2k. Plus, he gets his own effect, which is still the 1500 gain. So, for the turn, he will be on 3500. So, that's enough. So honestly, that's probably the main reason I run Kajeki, because I can usually bring out Shadow quite a lot where I'm running 3 Kizons. I have 2 Keijamushas. I have never found a use for his effect. I usually use Kajeki to bring out the Keijamusha, then to bring out Legendary 6 Samurai Shien. I'm pretty sure it's obvious why I run that. Which actually also brings me back to Great Shogun Shien. Combine them to affect Great Shogun and 6 Samurai. With Great Shogun Shien, your opponent can only activate 1 spell and trap card each turn. and Legendary 6 Samurai. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a spell or trap card, negate the activation. So yeah, that's why that's there. I have 2 Effect Veilers. Never summoned them or anything unless it's a really big emergency and I've got nothing on the field. To be honest, the majority of the time I usually swap them with Fiendish Chain. So yeah, because with Fiendish Chain they can't attack. The only problem is Fiendish Chain can be negated. So that's why I've usually got the Effect Veilers. Yaichi, purely because of the effect that he can pop face down, he can pop set spell and trap cards. Sometimes I side him with come on. Usually in a match, pardon me, sorry, that was gross. If if I'm in a match and the second door I figured out they rely on a lot of continuous spells, I usually swap Yaichi for come on. So that's it for my monsters. For my spells, I have Heavy Storm for the reasons of Heavy Storm. Reinforcement, usually most of the time bring out Kizan. 2 Shen Smoke Signal. Usually it's one to bring Kajeki, another one to bring Keijamusha. Monster Reborn for the sake of Monster Reborn. Book of Moon, well that's Book of Moon. Asceticism of the, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Asceticism of the Six Samurai. Right. People always wondered why I run this. But the reason for that is, if I have Zanji or Kizan out, basically I can then bring out one of these two. I mean, it's got to be a different name. So if they're basically if they're both out on a field, that spell's useless. But if I don't, I mean, if one of them's still in the deck, I can get them both out, and then do my attacks. And then in the main phase 2, I will Ixie summon them for Shadow the Six Samurai, or maybe Maystroke sometimes. But that's a rare situation. 6 Scrolls of the Samurai. Once again, I very rarely need to use this. I mean, I sometimes use this once I've got Legendary 6 Samurai Shien out to combine it with the negate effect. Gateway after 6, I mean, that's obvious. I mean, basically bring a load of 6 Samurais to my hand, and I can special summon, get more counters, bring more 6 Samurai. Basically, I can use this card to prepare myself for the synchro summoning. Shen's Dojo, once again, I usually use that for synchro summoning. I run 3 6 Samurai United, purely because of the draw power, of course. Temple of the Six, even though the majority of the time I either don't need it or it gets negated straight away. But I mean, yeah, I use it. That's another reason for counters. So yeah. Double-edged sword technique. Once again, a lot of people ask why I run this, but it's purely for the sake of either synchro summoning or Ixie summoning. That's it. That's all I use it for. Nothing else. Compulsory evacuation device, of course. That's an emergency card. Solemn Judgment. I mean, it's pretty obvious why I run that. 2 Musakani Magatamas. I'm pretty sure it's obvious why I run that as well. And also 2 Solemn Warnings. I mean, that's also another obvious thing. I haven't put many stuff into the side deck, as you can tell, but yeah, I've got 2 Fiendish Chains, 1 Come On, 1 Return of the Six Samurai, which I've never actually used, and 1 The Warrior Turning Alive, which once again I've never actually used. For the extra deck, I have a Mistworm, never bought out. Scrap Dragon, I've bought out sometimes, but very rarely. Black Rose Dragon, never bought out. Naturia Landois, never brought out because I usually have Naturia Barkion, Legendary 6 Samurai Shien, Alive Justice Catastor, you know, like everyone else, Shadow 6 Samurai Shien, Blade Armor Ninja, Photon Papillorative, I don't even know if I pronounced that right, Maystrike the Symphony Jin, Leviar the Sea Dragon, I mean that's kind of obvious why I use it, and MX Saber Invoker, which I've never actually bought out. So anyway, that's my deck profile for the 6 Samurais. I shall be uploading I shall be uploading the match soon, hopefully. Maybe the day after I've uploaded this video. Depends on rendering, of course. But yeah, that will be up soon. So, yep. Subscribe to see that. Like a favorite if you enjoyed. Don't forget, if you comment down below, I will. If you comment down comment down below a deck that you want me to build, I shall do my best to build that deck for you. I mean, sometimes I do go over the 40 card thing, but I mean, honestly, I don't care. So I mean, obviously can't go any higher than 60, but yeah, comment down below. I'll build of what deck you want me to build. So yeah, subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I shall upload that match soon. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.